I can't afford to have any resident go without the best quality level and volume or capacity of water possible.
The debate over Palm Coast utility rates continues. Daryl Moody reports.
I question the founding assumptions or the initial assumptions that they're working, because even the experts make assumptions, and assumptions are not necessarily set in stone.
We told you last week about a consultant's plan to raise utility rates by 18%. Mayor David Alfin says he's not comfortable with that plan.
Are these expenses warranted at this moment in time? First, are they at the correct magnitude? And secondly, do they have to happen right now? Can they be spread over a future timeline, or can they be delayed and postponed until we hope the economy begins to right itself?
Mayor Alfin has tasked city staff with reporting the actual consequences of postponing any utility rate hikes.
I did ask staff to make sure that we understood every possible consequence of reducing or spreading the increase over a longer timeline.
The City Council will revisit utility rates again during Tuesday's meeting. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Daryl Moody.
Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Monday, February 19th. A Palm Coast man pleads guilty to an unthinkable crime.
During a recent sentencing hearing, 26-year-old Corby Eisman pleaded guilty to one count of unlawful sexual activity with certain minors. He was sentenced to 2 years in prison, followed by 8 years sex offender probation. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley has a message about this case.
This is a reminder to parents that predators use the cover of a keyboard and monitor to groom children. I urge you to closely monitor your children's internet and social media activity and report any suspicious behavior to the sheriff's office. I commend our major case unit for another job well done in building a case that sent a felon to prison.
Sheriff Staley says this case began in August of 2022 after Eisman found the minor girl on Snapchat, and then detectives used investigative techniques to locate Eisman. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. The 14th Annual Health and Fitness Fair was held at the Palm Coast Community Center for the first time on Friday. It was a great chance for residents to get free checkups and medical screenings. One of the participants was the Palm Coast Lions Club, and while they are known for vision care, they are also advocates of diabetes awareness. Hank Lungsford is the VP of the Florida Lions Diabetes Awareness Foundation.
CDC tells us 50% of the adults who go blind are because of diabetes. And if we can catch it early enough, we actually have people that can go into remission.
One of the things the Lions Club was offering at the Health and Fitness Fair was free blood sugar tests. And during one of the tests, something happened.
We did have one patient that was exceptionally high. She had a 245, which means she was close to a diabetic stroke. And we had her sit down and call her doctor's office from here. Okay. Now, if we hadn't been here and it hadn't been a Friday, I would have probably put her in an ambulance and sent her to the emergency room. Okay. So it's that serious.
For Lungsford, that incident emphasizes the importance of diabetes screenings.
The average person goes 5 years without knowing they have it. Then it's too late.
If you're in need of a diabetes test or an eye test, go to PalmCoastLionsClub.com. How would you describe yourself?
A former Flagler Beach City Commissioner has 3 words:
tenacious, determined, and high regard for integrity.
Ken Bryan said on a recent episode of the Business Minds Coffee Chat with host Jay Shear here on WNZF that tenacity has followed him through his entire career, leading to his determination.
When I got out of the Air Force, it was a little tough to find a job, so I took a job as a janitor working for the Department of Navy. So I was very, very determined that I would use that as a stepping stone to my career and working throughout my life.
Bryan said that his tenacity and determination got him into several positions, including as a Flagler Beach City Commissioner, and all of which he's retired from. Business Minds Coffee Chat with host Jay Shear is on WNZF on Saturday mornings at 8:30, and it's on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, Ken Bryan's early years. From the WNZF newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.
And now, Mike Licio with your WNZF local sports update.
State championships for girls weightlifting took place this weekend. 7 county athletes competed, with Zoe Katera of FPC finishing 3rd in her class. Teammate Nia Williams finished 5th in her class, as did Pirate Riley Whitmore. In Tallahassee, Flagler County was head and shoulders above the competition at girls wrestling regionals. Matanzas defended their regional championship, while FPC was runner-up. Overall, 5 county wrestlers won titles. For FPC, Christina Borgman, Anna Villar, and Alexa Caledonio. For Matanzas, Mariah Mills and Tiana Fries. Second place finishes by Ani Brown and Jazzy Golder punched their tickets to Lakeland. Last week, Kendall Bibla matched up against Bartram Trail's Catherine Stewart, who Bibla took down for a state title last year. Stewart took the rematch in districts. Kendall predicted it wouldn't be the last time she would meet her friend. In regionals, Bibla was runner-up to Stewart again, setting up a likely championship rematch in Lakeland at the end of the month.
It's also kind of sad because we're always going at it with each other.
Boys wrestling held districts this past week. FPC finished 3rd as a team. Torian Stallings and Ethan LaPeppa were district champs. Runners-up Carson Barrett and Robert Twilley will join them at regionals. Coach David Bosserdet's wrestlers are one step closer to their goal of a championship.
Obviously, we're focused on results in that first weekend in March, but they went out and wrestled hard.
Matanzas was at New Smyrna Beach for their district meet. Jordan Mills improved to 44-0 on the season. He'll compete in regionals along with teammate Michael Fries. FPC hosted their preseason track meet, the Pinnacle Classic, Friday. Haley McClear set a school record in the pole vault. The Bulldogs host the East Coast Classic at FPC on Friday. Flag football, FPC and Matanzas competed at the Jacksonville Jaguars preseason classic. The Bulldogs opened the season at Seabreeze Tuesday. The Pirates traveled to Atlantic for their opener Thursday. Boys lacrosse Saturday, 4 players had multiple goals as Matanzas took the battle of the Pirates 12-4 over Fernandina Beach. They travel to Providence tonight. The girls team has a crosstown showdown with FPC tomorrow, 5:30 at the Ship. Baseball season begins today. FPC is at New Smyrna Beach tonight. Matanzas at Mainland tomorrow. WNZF will begin its baseball broadcast schedule next week when FPC hosts Spruce Creek Tuesday, followed by the Pirates and Atlantic Thursday. Softball season kicks off tomorrow. FPC is at Atlantic. Matanzas hosts Spruce Creek. Rain postponed the USTA's Palm Coast Open yesterday. Andres Andrade and Alex Rybakov took the doubles championship Saturday. The Ecuadorian Andrade takes on Kazakhstan's Dmitry Popko in the singles final this morning at the Palm Coast Tennis Center. WNZF is your home for local sports, with updates Mondays and Fridays. From the Sports Desk, I'm Mike Licio.